Hello, nerds. How's it going? No, seriously, this is incredible. As the only nerd that works at the Comedy Store, it's so nice seeing so many of my people here. So welcome everybody to the world famous Comedy Store. Just to give you guys an idea of where you are and how bizarre it is that you're being served cocktails while you're watching a 140 conference. You are in the heart of Hollywood. You are at what was at one point known as Ciro's nightclub. On this stage, back in the 40s, our band leader, Desi Arnaz, met his wife, Lucille Ball, who was a dancer here. That's right. The Rat Pack met here for the first time. Humphrey Bogart was sitting at a booth, and that's where he met Frank Sinatra, and they formed the very first Rat Pack, which later made the Rat Pack that we all know about, Dean Martin and Sammy Davis, who Sammy Davis also had his first show here after he got in a car accident and lost his eye. He made his big return here. So it's a very famous spot, and very slowly it became the world famous Comedy Store. In 1972 it was bought by Sammy Shore, and then his wife Mitzi Shore took it over, or won it in the divorce, and yeah, it was great. And so every major comic that came out of that generation came from the Comedy Store. Jay Leno and David Letterman became friends here, and Sam Kinison came up on this stage and for the very first time and screamed people into laughter. So this is a really great place, and I've only been here for 2 years. And when I first came here, it was, you know, there was no tech infrastructure, there was no social media, and you know, and I said, okay, well, as director of marketing and development, what's our marketing? What can we do? And they said, well, you figure it out. So I was like, okay, well, I'll go online. That's where I feel comfortable. That's what I do. And I went online and I started building what was a very modest, small online community on Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr. And while I was doing that, I met some pretty amazing people. And what happened was, at one point, I was just futzing about. And I saw that the Roxy Theater said, hey, follow our friends on a Friday, follow our friends at the Comedy Store. And immediately after that came a tweet from the Viper Room. So 2 other venues on the Sunset Strip came on and told everybody else, follow us. And what happened there was we formed a bond and a friendship that has turned into something called the Social Strip. Guys, this is the Social Strip. These are the people who are part of the network here on the Sunset Strip. We've got Sarah Berkowitz and Nate Levinson from the Viper Room, Annie DeSantis from the Roxy, Rachel from the Standard, sorry, Shannon from Lula Henriksen, and then Tonya, who helps me out here at the Comedy Store. This group of people is what brings this group of people here. If it hadn't been for the community we formed here, this community here would have never happened because our social media here at the Comedy Store would have never taken off. So this is why you're here, this is where you are at, and now, without further ado, I'd like to introduce one of the men who made this possible, Mr. Eric Greenspan. Oh no. Ladies and gentlemen.